Hi, my name is Linsey. Together with my partner Brett, we own the Clarens Brewery and the Redstone Gin Bar here in the heart of Clarens, Free State. Brett and myself are relatively new to the village. We're about a year in as part of the community, but have literally recently moved down permanently from Johannesburg. The brewery itself has been going for a good 15 years, and it all started off with our master brewer, Stefan Meyer, who did a trip to the UK in the early 90s and was just blown away by the variety of beer and the lack of variety that we had here in South Africa. And just came back with a whole idea of starting a craft brewery and distillery. At that time they had a farm, an apple farm. And instead of making jam and chutneys and stuff, they decided to start making cider with their apples and their cherries that they were farming. And from there, it went on to brewing beer. And now we're sitting with a range of craft gins, liqueurs, ciders, and obviously our Clarens Brewery beers, which are infamous. So that's basically how Clarens Brewery and the Redstone Gin Bar came about. A lot of the sort of pairing with food it has been done with wine, but we're sitting with these incredible products that have unique characteristics that you can pair with food just as you can with wine, which is amazing. Definitely starter mac and cheese balls. We make our own jalapeno beer and cheese sauce, so it's quite a unique sauce to go with it, and that paired off with an IPA is just a match made in heaven as well. So I'd definitely go with the mac balls as the starter. Well, Brett and I are like burger people. We love a good burger, and wherever we travel, it's always difficult to find a really good burger. And it's all about the meats that we're using in our patty. It's pure beef, but it's different cuts of beef that we are mincing, and it's just giving our burgers the most amazing succulent moistness to them. And we've got some fun burgers. We've got burgers called Blowing Smoke and Happy Cows and Haystacks, and so we've had a lot of fun putting them together. Blue Pigs as well. And again, as we've paired them up with different beers, obviously like the Blue Pig's got gorgonzola cheese and bacon with it, so we've paired that up with an IPA, which is a nice bitter hoppy beer, which goes really, really well with the richness of the blue cheese and the bacon. We've got some good chicken burgers as well. We've got a burger called the Naked Bleat, which is a lamb patty that we're serving with tzatziki and feta and fresh avo, but it's bunless, so it's for those gluten-free peeps. And we've got an awesome vegetarian burger called the Forest Floor, massive big black mushrooms, and that's topped with crispy butternut and beetroot chips and a beautiful rosemary sort of aioli. We've got a stunning range of burgers, and we're definitely getting a name out and about here in Clarens. So. Desserts, we have got a creme brulee that we infused with rooibos, which is also uniquely South African. But we're making little shortbread biscuits and drizzling it with our coffee liqueur. So I think that combination would be something that I would order here. And then, looking at the stout. Stout and chocolates are just a match made in heaven. So you've got the dark roasting of the stout and the bitterness of the stout that just brings out the flavors of the chocolate. So we've actually started baking a chili stout chocolate brownie, and that's baked on a churros crust. So it's got the cinnamon influence, a bit of chili, obviously your beautiful dark chocolate, and together with a stout. It's just absolutely watering. It's lovely, yeah. So yeah, we use a lot of our products in our cooking. We've using our beer in our beer batters and things like that. We're doing steak and ale pies where we're using our red that I know you're very fond of. Yeah, and then in our desserts we're using a lot of our liqueurs to make our sauces and biscuits and things like that. So yeah, and sort of just drinking the beer with the food, we're actually using it to cook. Again, as much locally sourced ingredients as possible. Our brambleberry gin, we actually go into the fields around Clarens and pick the brambleberries when they're ready for picking and bring them back, crush them, use them for the infusions of the gin there. And we've got the classic gin, which is a beautiful London dry gin. But then we've also introduced a whole range of premixes as well. So we've got an elderflower premix, we've got a pineapple premix, a granadella premix, which is beautiful. And then during lockdown, when we weren't allowed to be distilling and brewing, we started working on a non-alcoholic range of gin and tonic mixes, which have taken off incredibly well. It's been very well accepted, and alcohol, no alcohol, they taste great, so yeah. Yes, yeah, we've got beer and cider tastings. They're free, so we basically ask you what kind of beer you like. So if you're more of a Castle light drinker, we've got an easy tray which consists of our blonde and our smash, our red, and what's the other one, the English ale. We've got a variety which is a bit of everything, so the stouts, the more lighter beers, the hoppier beers. And then we've also got the cider tasting. So again, our ciders are made from locally sourced fruits, and we've got tasting boards on those as well. We're couriering nationwide now, which is awesome. So if you do want to contact us, you can drop us an email. We'll send you all the information, and it doesn't matter whether you live on the West Coast, in the Cape, or in Hoedspruit, or Pofadasrus, or wherever you are. We'll definitely make sure that we get our products through to you as soon as possible. Come to Clarens. Right now it's just the perfect destination where you're 3.5 hours away from Gauteng, 3.5 hours away from Durban, 2.5 hours away from Bloem, so it's the perfect weekend destination.